Good morning. Here we are at Joe's Story Senior Center. We're getting ready to do some gentle senior yoga. And this is a mat class, so if you have a mat, you can use it. But if you don't, you can use a non-skid surface and work within your own capacity. I'm Angie Merritt, and I'm H. Will Health Quest. You can find us on YouTube and under H. Will Health Quest, and continue to do some yoga at home besides these videos that we have here. And so far they haven't got all 4 years, but erased. But so hopefully you'll find a little assortment there. And thank you for joining us today. Namaste. And let's just start with our breathing. Remember, we're breathing all the way to our belly. And it comes out. And then after we fill up our balloon, then we go to our ribs, so our belly, our ribs, and exhale. Our belly, our ribs, and our upper chest. And exhale. One more. And then reaching up, we'll do those side stretches. Doesn't matter, John. Occasionally I'll say right and left, and then it still doesn't matter. But you might have to remember which you just did. So, inhaling up, and then an extra stretch. And we might go over, but we might not. We might just reach high. We want to find that space in that shoulder joint. We don't want to just absolutely stretch through our elbow. We want a little flexibility in our elbow, but a stretch. And then maybe we can reach through our fingers and wiggle our fingers a bit. And back down. Inhaling up, and that extra stretch. See if you can find that lengthening, that spaciousness through our shoulder, and we'll wiggle our fingers a little bit. Inhaling up, exhaling over. I want that stretch through that side body. So our rib cage is a bigger cage. We want a bigger cage because we want to be able to breathe deep. I started teaching a little Tai Chi here at the Senior Center. And we were doing some breathing. And one of my ladies said, "Oh, I can feel that tingle all the way through, and all we were doing was breathing. We weren't really, we were moving our arms." But it's amazing what a little deep breathing will do for us. Get us, breath is life. When it goes, we go. So we really need to work on that breathing. I think that's one of the reasons that I'm so healthy is that I teach yoga 5 days a week and do that deep breathing 5 hours a week. So you can take that as a good thing to do. So now we're bringing our heel out. Maybe the standing leg has a little bend in it. And we're doing that same side stretch. And we can reach down toward, we don't have to reach out. I mean, we don't have to touch toes or anything. And we don't want to go sideways to do that. We want to do it straight to our side. While we're doing our breathing and our stretching our sides, we're building these muscles and stretching the muscles in that foot that's out, that leg that's out. Stretching that entire side body. So don't you love those 2 for 1s, 3 for 1s? All right. And in Tai Chi, we have a stance called a horse stance, but you can't see it because my pants are loose, but our knees are out, over our toes are out. And as wide as you want to go. And here we have our hands, and we're lifting the toe. They call this a Tai Chi move. Also works those hips, stretches those legs. Remember, work within your own capacity. If anything that doesn't feel right to your body, you don't have to do it. We're our own best self-advocate. Teaches us to look after ourselves instead of delegating it to somebody else, like doctors. Maybe you need to educate yourself about the situation, but all right. And let's go our knees out over our toes and our hands on our knees and lean forward. And we're looking back over our shoulder toward the sky. And that's our exhale. Bring that front shoulder around. And to the other side. Getting that movement, that flexibility through our back, through our spinal column. One of my yoga students knew something was going wrong, and she went to 4 doctors before they decided, sure enough, something's going wrong, and gave her emergency brain surgery. Ooh. So you do have to listen to your body.
Yes, you did. You sure did.
And yoga is just really great for getting your awareness tuned into your body, because your body can give you lots of good information about behind out the way. All right, and while we're here, toes out, and we'll track our knees over our toes, and we'll bring our hands up. And then as we stand up, our hands go down. With our breathing, every movement of breath, every breath and movement. Builds those thighs. And they're really, in a lot of ways, they're independence muscles. So if you get up off the couch, out of the chair.
A lot of people have a lot of trouble with their knees.
They do, yes. Our knees can give us a hard time.
Yes.
But a lot of that help is lack of muscle in our thighs. So where was I? All right. And just feeling the need to get a little action in those hips. So we're circling our hips as big a circles as we can. And to the extent that we can, we're not really moving our arms, we're just going along for the ride.
So the movements in your hips,
Yeah, the movement's really in your hips. Your arms just going along for the ride. And the other direction. Big circles with our hips. That's what a lot of Tai Chi is movement from our core, our center. And Tai Chi, they call it our Dantian, our energy center. All right. And everything else just goes along the ride. It looks like we're waving our hands or something, but we're not. We're really moving our body. I'll show you one. So here we are, we'll just put our hands up, our elbows relaxed, and we're stepping out. Let's step out toward the parking lot. So we're stepping out and a little bit front, and our hands go out, kind of lined up with that leg, finger stud. And we're sitting on a stool. We have a lot of weight on this leg. We're lined up, and our weight is back on that leg, and we're circling. To put our weight on our other foot. So I didn't move my hands. I moved my hips. You want to say that again? So we have our weight. We're sitting on a stool. And pretend there's a table here, and we've got to get our body around that table. So it's down, shifting our weight. And we wind up with our weight on this other leg. Can anybody feel that? So we're sitting on a stool on this side, and our weight is kind of back. We're shifting our weight to our other side. The weight is down, foot is down on this other side. Okay, And that really builds some muscle. I don't know if you can feel those muscles working. So, a lot of Tai Chi is deceptive. It looks like one thing is happening, it looks like we're just moving our arms, but we're not, we're moving our body. So, all right, let's love me some Tai Chi too, besides thinking about my Tai Chi. So, we're in our Warrior One stance. This front knee is bent. The back leg is stretching down that back calf. And this is called fire wheel. And we're just circling. If any of these movements don't feel right to you, you can opt out. Getting that flexibility through the shoulders while we are building those leg muscles. And let's go backwards. Just because, right? Full range of motion through our shoulders. Okay, and can you feel, I can feel some fuzzies in my arms. And just because I love it, we'll do our chest expansion here. We bring our palms together if we can and release those fingers. Lifting our heart, bringing our shoulders back, reaching down with our knuckles, pulling those shoulders back. Breathing. Fire warrior. And let that go. What that does is pull these front muscles back so we can have that nice, elegant posture as we age. And then we'll go to the other side. And bending that front knee, finding that stretch down our back calf. And we'll start with our arms up for a regular warrior. And then circling, breathing. Bringing some Tai Chi moves in that the older people in China do. And reverse. Or at least my variation of it. All right. And while we're here, let's go back to that hard lift. Palms together, make your legs. If you can't put your palms together, just do the best you can. Just reach back in that direction. Knuckles down toward the floor, pulling those chest muscles, lengthening our chest muscles. Chest open and relaxed. And we'll step together. And I'll see if I can coordinate this today. We're bringing our fingers in, and we're looking away as the hand goes out, and looking back as the hand comes in, and stay there for our other arm to go out, and look as it comes in. Stay there as it goes out, and look as it comes in. Stay there.
You got to remember the rhythm of this.
And look. That's why I'm calling it out. I
You
kept
did a
getting,
good job.
I kept getting confused.
She did a good job.
7, look away, look toward. Stay there.
And
Stay there. All right, and while we're here,
you did a good job.
took me a little while to get that one together. And while we're here, we'll just get our spontaneous. Qigong and Tai Chi are really the same family of activities. Qigong was evidently older than Tai Chi, and people have been doing it for thousands of years just to get that circulation going. Bouncing on our heels, between our hips, our shoulders, our head. And it's really the same stuff that yoga is. It's just the other side of it, and we'll get. From everything I'm reading and seeing and hearing about, there were a lot more trade rights in very early history than anybody ever thought. They find artifacts from other parts of the world, genetic material from other parts of the world, way early. Prehistory, but they left their marks. There's some fascinating stuff out there if you're into it. Okay. And while we're here with some pillars, back to it. Shaking everything you can find to shake. And then real still. So you can feel the buzzies.
And some tingles.
Oh yes, tingles. It's circulation, it's oxygen, it's energy. It's waking up things that haven't had supplies of oxygen and energy for a while. And running that energy through our meridians. Okay. Then our foot out straight, our toe up, and maybe our hips back a bit. And we are coming down straight leg, just reaching toward. More important to keep your leg straight than to go low. And up, and circle back, change sides, straight leg. There's a little bend in that knee. Reaching low, up, circling, circle forward. Change sides. All right. And this is, I don't know what tradition it is. Maybe. You know those those fan person that you see there's a fan there and they're wiggling in the fan. Okay, that's what we're doing. Wiggling in the fan. And then the fan gets turned off and we just shot down. And then the fan comes back on and we wiggle back up. Big exhale this week. Come down. Inhale it. Up. Wiggle it off. We are so uptight, and when we're uptight, our energy and our circulation can't run through. And when they can't run through our oxygen and our hormones and everything, okay, we'll just leave it right there. Can't run through either. And so that being loose just makes a huge amount of difference. And let's go with a little breathing. We've been working hard here. So beginning our knees, our 5 breaths. So we're inhaling up that 3-part breath and exhaling down. Our knees bend and come lower. We stand up a bit. And as we stand up, we're not locking our knees. We're using our muscles instead of our skeleton, ligaments and stuff to give us some strength. And this time we're stepping back. And we're putting our weight back. That weight transfer is just really, really important. To learn, especially as we age and you're trying to keep from falling. We're inhaling up, exhaling down. Shift that weight to the back. And if you want to, you can lift that front leg. Yeah, move to a less fluffy bottom. Helps to find a spot to focus on. Still going a little low as we put our weight on that back leg, and it'll stand as we inhale up. Remember that 3-part breathing. Big breaths. Lots to keep up with here. And if lifting your whole leg is too much, you can just lift your heel off the floor. All right. Well, we have restored. We had our brain juice. And we're going to shift our weight a little bit. We're come up to the front of your mat, or you can come off the mat onto the floor if you want to. We're going to be backing up so we blocks in the way. Okay. So we're standing side by side and a little knee bend, just a little, put our weight back, our posture erect, and we're bringing one foot to the back where our heel is. So we're up on our toe and then walking backwards. And if you want a little extra, you can put up your balance beam and hold it. Gives you that horizontal and walking backwards. Shifting that weight. Lift. Toe at our heel. Walking backwards. And we can still do this with some breathing. Walking backwards. Shifting that weight and feeling the back on your heel. Walk back with that weight on your heel. That's a good little practice. You can do it in your kitchen and use your camera if you want to for a little more support.
I think it's good for your brain too, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah,
An
I
action.
think so too.
It's a movement that you have to be aware of. Yeah, especially when you first do it.
And I don't know, like I kind of slipped in my kitchen. I'm not calling it a fall because I've never been up to the doctor, but the way you fall, I mean, even practicing this, I
Yeah,
think could be helpful.
Absolutely.
and so too.
You lose your balance or
Yeah, it gives you something to work with. And when you're always equally balanced or almost equally balanced, you don't have, if you're gonna fall, you don't have anything to work with. But if you're balanced on one, you've got the other to help.
that's the time that shows.
I thought that was really helpful. I got that from a
Tai Chi.
for arthritis and fall prevention that I am not a teacher of, I just attend. But we really learn from each other and cross-pollinate. Okay, I wanted to show you this one because, as we age, we get that hump. And this is a hump preventer or fixer. So we want to go to the best wall we can find to go to. I'm kind of short of walls and some doors that might be useful. And we have our hands up. And we're keeping our elbows kind of even with our shoulders if we can. And we're bringing our chest forward, but we're leaving our shoulders and arms on the wall. So it's a very small movement, just bringing our chest forward and back. So it's working through that place that we get our home. Can you feel it?
Yes.
It's a very small movement, but it's right where we need it.
Once you have a ghetto, you might have to keep them.
That's right. Most people just,
So you might have to keep them.
and it's really not good for our health because it brings us forward, it makes us likely to fall forward, and it squashes our body. So not only our lungs can't breathe fully, but our organs don't have room. We want our organs to have room to work.
Yeah.
So that's very simple. But can you feel it through your shoulders? Okay, let's just work on our shoulders a bit, rolling our shoulders forward and back and forward, opening our shoulder blades, closing our shoulder blades, just tuning into that body part, that body area. And let's reverse that. We can do this with our breathing also. And it might help if you think about it from moving your elbows in circles, if you like that. Thinking about that better. All right. And what else do we need to work on? A little bit of stuff, I guess. Let's go with our Statue of Liberty. So we're bringing one foot forward and one foot back, and we're back far enough to feel that stretch down our back calf, and our opposite arm reaching high. And let's move that front foot back a bit and reach. So we're feeling that stretch across our body. And back. And then taking the same side arm and stretching high. Our arms don't have to be tense. We can find that space and have some flexibility in that bend in that elbow, that wrist, and still get that stretch across our body. And then to the other side, opposite arm. Feeling that stretch all the way from our shoulder across our body. And then the same side. Feeling that stretch all the way down our body. And then putting that weight, if you want to hold on to something, feel a lot of something. And we have our toe in and our toe out. And our toe out. And you feel it in your hips. And then coming to the back, reaching back diagonally. Toe and other toe. Can you feel it? Yes. Rotating that hip. And while we're here, well, we'll just do the other side first. With that hip rest. Toe, inhale, 2, 2. And then coming back, up, out, down, back. And as we're coming back, bring that foot up toward our hip. And down, up, out, down, back, foot up, out, down, back. And stretch your torso as we're stretching and turn to the other side. Up, out, down, back. Up, out, down, back. Up, out, down, back. All right, and then let's go to big circles. Whatever circles you can do, and reverse. And to the other side. And reverse. Okay. Get back from there. Let's give it a shake. All right. This is for the shoulders and upper back, also for our legs. So we're inhaling, bringing those shoulders back, and we'll just go ahead and do our rounding our shoulders, rounding our back. And we'll turn to the angle. And then as we come back, we're stepping back with our the foot that's on that struggle. Yeah, there you go. You got it. And then coming to our hug, turning around. Bring those shoulders back enough to work those shoulder blades. And there's a little pivot. And you can just step around, protect your hips, protect your knees. Lift your heart as best you can. Step around. Let it come pivot. Big inhale. Big exhale. Get your look at the moonrise. I was looking forward to the full moon last night, but it was too cloudy.
You got food.
Yeah. I was reading, you know me, I read all kinds of stuff, that the earth does not spin on a predictable time frame. And we have 3 days in this general area that are microseconds shorter than other days. So it's not the solstice that is causing this. It's I don't know what's causing it. Different things can cause it. All right. And what else do we want to do? Let's work on our neck just a bit. Bringing our hands up, lifting our heart, bringing our shoulders back, our elbows back, and rolling forward. Pushing up with our head, pulling down with our hands, working those neck muscles, stretching. And up. As we get older, everybody in this culture tends to have a head forward. We call this doing our stuff right. So we want that head back, and that gives us those muscles to work with. And then shoulders low. Let's loosen our neck muscles, so we're pulling up on our ears, back on our ears, down on our ears, up, back, down, up, back, down, and then low shoulders, tilting that ear toward our shoulder, and then stretching the side of your arms, little micro movements, and up, and make sure the shoulders are low until the other side, and our ear is flat, parallel to the ground. If you want those micro movements to work, and up, and let's just bring our head down to the side, up to the side, that regular circle again, and the other direction. Okay. I think we're ready to breathe, so we get our blocks.
Andy, you've done a good job. I think you'll all be able to move a little bit if you still.
We have moved.
Yeah.
I'm really liking the Tai Chi stuff that I've been learning online. Haven't been to a class except the ones we get up here. And I do learn stuff there too. But let's go with our gathering chi. So we're going to be using our exhale, our straw breath exhale with our tongue on the roof of our mouth, right behind our front teeth, lips parted, and exhaling through those lips slows our exhale down. So we're inhaling up and then exhaling down. Just envision bringing that energy up from the earth, mixing it with the energy from the heavens, and putting it in our storage battery. And if you think the earth doesn't have energy, just what would we do without gravity, right? What would we do without the bacteria and fungi and all those little critters we don't even know about in our soil? Life makes life, and like life, beats the lack of life. Then we're changing up. We're going to push up, flat to the sky. And as we push, we'll exhale and we'll do an exhale using our pelvic floor, our pelvic girdle for our exhale. So here we go. We're coming up and exhale. And then out. Same thing. Exhale. At the same time, we're lifting our whole torso, using our pelvic floor. We inhale, push down, lift up. Out. Hold, use some muscle. Down, lifting up. Then coming back, and we'll inhale up, and then exhale around for a breath. Taking that energy of our spinal cord at the top of our head, and the front of our body. Where that tongue connects the circuits that run down the front of our body, our central and governing meridians, everything operating right. Inhale the heart and the belly, inhaling through our belly, exhaling through our heart. Bring that love in and sending it out. Comes from our heart, our being. And may we find ways to express that love to others in line with our gifts, our callings. And coming to our final realization. Our lower back very flat to the floor. Our knees can be bent or they can be stretched, whichever one is more comfortable to you. Rolling our shoulder blades under to get our shoulders flatter. If you've got extra space through your neck, you can lower your neck with your head and replace it lower. Hands away from our body. Palms up. Relaxing into the floor. Which hopefully your body says, yes, this is a good idea. We worked hard. Totally relaxing to the floor, paying attention to our breathing. Any stray thoughts? Emotions that bubble through. Let them just drift through. And return again and again to thinking about our breathing. Our relaxed, meditative state. Just is all kinds of good for our health. Any condition that the doctors say we have, it can be improved by meditating. Brain training. We don't have to be captive to our thoughts. We can become the witness to those thoughts. That's our true nature, is our witness. So wiggling our fingers and toes. Rolling our wrists and ankles. Changing directions. Sliding our feet up. Knees and hands in circles. Any way that feels good to you. Then bringing our knees and belly, rocking from one side to the other. Pushing off with our elbow maybe. It's very nurturing in itself, but it also makes sure that our spine is lined up before we leave yoga. Bring our knees to the side, on the head, just totally relaxing to the floor. Pushing ourselves up, easy lift. Pushing up, warming up with our hands. we're not trucking behind the muscles, causing damage. Checking in with ourselves. We're more connected than we started any other practice. Body and mind, that's what yoga means. It means union. Came from the word for yoke. Like they would put on oxen battlefields. And it means that our mind and our body are connected. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you, ladies. Thank you.
Yes, it's good to be back.